2 months ago, but he hasn't really like been whipping it out in tournament until like 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And he's been doing work. Like, he's been giving some really good players a hard time. I'm glad that he's enjoying the character too, because I didn't know if he was ever going to play a character that wasn't Bayonetta.
For sure. I mean, finding a character that you're passionate about, like I was saying earlier, definitely a very important thing. I think Pikachu definitely does pretty well against Inkling. You know, his small size makes him better at like kind of maneuvering around what Inkling wants to set up. And Burr is a very aggressive player, so being able to kind of maneuver around him is very important in this matchup.
Absolutely. I think Burr, from all the Inklings that I've seen around here, has one of the best combo games out of the roller. I don't see a lot of people take advantage of like the carry knockback when you do an aerial while they're buried, like he does.
For sure. I don't really like the term pressing forward, so I'll just say advantage state instead, but like Burr's advantage state is so crazy. He's always there and like is always ready for like a tech chase or a possible situation where he can take a stock from you. And I think that's something that kind of transferred over from Melee, because that was so important on just having those reaction times on point.
Yes, absolutely. I don't care what anyone says, Melee players have the best reaction time out of any Smasher. They have to.
For sure. And Nanoir just kind of struggling to get any like solid hits here off of Burr, and Burr just kind of you know, getting on some good damage, getting extra credit on that first stock. It's going to be up to Nanoir to take this out and kind of come back from this deficit.
Burr's doing a really good job avoiding all of these sweet spot thunder. Like, he's getting like literally the closest you could possibly get to it without getting smacked up by it.
So just a bit out of the up throw thunder range there, I think. He probably had the right input, but just unfortunately Burr is at a bit too high of a percent, or maybe his rage just kind of swung it out of that. But wow, going to jump into the down smash there and lose his first stock. But Nanoir at 131 here, and Pikachu is not the lightest character. He could definitely be dying to a stray hit or two. Very important for him to play very evasive. But Burr's going to get that stock. I
think because he's behind, he's feeling like he needs to go in just a little bit harder. Like, he needs to do some damage. He has to do something.
For sure. I can't say I've watched too many Pikachus, but from what I know about Pichu, I think it's just very important to optimize your advantage state. Like right here, he's going under the stage and kind of being tricky to Burr, but like that's not really getting him anything. Like you're just in the other stage with regrab, but like he needs, at this point, he's like so down, he has to go in, he has to like try to get some percent.
He's got to take the stock at least, so this may be it. Yep. Pikachu's a light character. But yeah, like you said, like he's not really... He wasn't really trying to push any kind of advantage. It looked like he was just trying to avoid the character, like at all costs. And that's exactly what Burr wants. He's going to chase you. He's going to make you feel like you're stuck in the corner, and he's going to take full advantage of it. So I didn't see him use a lot of Thunder Jolts there in that game at all. Like, I feel like that's definitely one of Pikachu's best neutral tools, you know, very good for approaching or kind of just forcing your opponent into like a rock, paper, scissors situation. Which move?
Thunder Jolt.
Oh yeah, he didn't use it a lot. I mean, Burr always closed the gap. He probably made him feel like using it was useless because he would just run underneath Pikachu every time he threw it out. And
I'm going to see a switch to Bayo? No?
Oh, okay, no switch.
Oh, Burr did switch to Bowser Jr. though.
Oh, jeez. Oh, come on.
I know he said this is a character that he's really liked, someone that he's passionate about. He says he's played him kind of since Smash 4, so...
I mean, Bowser Jr. did get some love. He got a lot of love, actually.
He actually has a really good combo game if you can get like an up tilt or like a forward air, or not a forward air, an up air. I think his kill power is quite strong. He has a F smash. You can up smash out of shield too, actually, and that's also really strong. But his disadvantage is just really where he kind of struggles.
Yeah,
and for Bowser Jr., it's very important to like kind of have your disadvantage unlocked, know how to get out of bad situations, because if you get caught out of that Conquer, you're basically dead. And this game is definitely going a bit better for Nanoir, kind of being able to close that space. I feel like he's being more of the aggressor this game, which is a nice pace, change of pace from the last game where Burr was just kind of going and pushing his advantage.
That's probably like the best way to explain Burr's playstyle advantage. He pushes advantage probably better than a lot of players. Oh. And right, just like that. Oh.
That back air not killing though, even though Pikachu's light. What can you do with this little Koopa clown? Gonna throw it down. So that F smash is definitely very scary. I think when he uses it on your shield, it's definitely not a slow move. He can act pretty fast out of it. So it's important for Nanoir to kind of realize the situations in which he could be endangered. For him right now, the most important thing is getting in and just getting the stock off first, because if he gets the first stock, then he can definitely kind of run it on for a lot easier.
There we go. Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, that one's working. All right, so Burr gonna get that first stock, but definitely not at any like comfortable percent here. Could die to really any of Pikachu's strong moves, but just gonna kind of be pressing a lot of buttons here, getting out some hits.
Oh, that forward smash almost came out. Ooh, okay. We're smoothing.
The movement there.
Yeah, that was straight smoothing right there.
Very good to get around the threat of down air from Pikachu. That can be stock ender. And Burr just kind of using this clown car, the side B, I think that's what it's called. Just super good at moving him around. And Nanoir shield looking like a Skittle right now.
Nanoir having a really hard time trying to get any kind of anything on Burr right now that could possibly get him into a kill.
Sure. All the way up to 205 at this point. And you know, Pikachu doesn't have like, electric back air like Pichu, so it can be kind of harder for him to catch jumps or get into situations in which he can actually kill. But that up air is going to take it at 200%.
Jesus, if every stock is like that, I almost said Esam, but Nanoir is going to have a really hard time.
Definitely has absolutely a very big mountain to climb at this point. If he is pushing his advantage to a good point, he can definitely catch Burr out and probably get a stock off at like 90 or 100, which is where he should be trying to get them at. But Burr has just been kind of moving around him so well and just using his character strengths to such a degree that it's definitely proving kind of hard for Nanoir. And that up tilt,
I did not know.
Situation.
I didn't know the up tilt was a combo starter like that. He's trying to mix it up though.
Yeah, and Burr just being kind of very evasive here. Just getting around Nanoir, using that clown car to go back and forth. It's causing him to be in a situation where Nanoir has to push a button. He's like, I'm behind, you know, I need to catch up. So he's pushing a button, and Burr's just kind of there ready to punish him for it. Exactly.
He's doing a good job at that too. That I feel like the game has, even though his character has changed, his game plan is the exact same.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, good catch.
I'm gonna see if Nanoir can actually get this first stock off, or the second stock off. Sorry.
Wow, he was actually able to shield that.
Bowser Jr. just using those F smashes, not really getting any kind of hard punish for that. I don't know if you can roll behind that move, because it's very active in front of it, and it's super strong, so you definitely don't want to eat one to the face.
Not at all. No, it kills pretty early, too. I thought he was going to Thunder there. He kind of just stood still. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, this is just the situation where it's really hard for kind of Nanoir to steal stock, but fortunately finding that down smash there, it's what is he going to be able to do with this last percent? He's at 96, so he's definitely close to probably a place where he could die to one of Bowser Jr.'s smash attacks or a stray hit. So he needs to play this last stock very well to kind of avoid dying to anything.
Yes, he really does. He needs to get one of those ECM combos going, get some drag down there.
Sure.
Okay.
Starting up with the those also called lightning loops, or is it different?
Yeah, they're the exact same. They're called the same thing because they're pretty much doing the same thing. Oh.
And, you know, he's definitely brought this back. He was down, you know, complete stock on that. And now this is looking very doable for him, actually. It's one combo into Thunder. And he's just been playing very well, being in his shield kind of. Oh! And that Thunder going to take it.
Wow.
The move not stalled at all. I don't think he'd used it yet. It's going to take it.
Wow.
That went back from basically like the point of no return. He was a whole stock down. So very good play from him. Just kind of slowing down, realizing what he needed to do to get around Burr's movement. And that's going to bring him to a game 3.
Wow, that was super solid from Nanoir. He played practically perfectly. Once he started the lightning loops, he didn't really get touched until he killed him. And that was very solid. I'm sorry, I'm being really quiet. I'm trying to, because I can't hear you in the headphones, I'm listening more than I'm talking. Just making sure that I'm relaying information back well.
I think, and if they haven't told you yet, I think you're the next match on stream. You're going to go up against Grayson after this.
Oh, geez, okay.
So, you know, that's something to prepare for if you have to, you know, get in the mindset. And speaking of mindset, after kind of getting come back on like that, it's very important to understand that if you got to that much advantage before, you can definitely do it again. And I know Burr is a very seasoned player. He absolutely knows how to work around with what he has. So hopefully that the comeback that Nanoir got won't ruin his momentum, but he's going to stay Bowser Jr.
I'm surprised that he's staying Bowser Jr. He must be serious about playing this character. Like you said he really likes him. I don't think it's a bad choice to pick up that character either, since they're actually giving him some love. He's needed some love too. Character's scary.
And then we're going to stay with the Pikachu. We'll see what can happen here. We're going to Unova. I know this is a stage with a lot smaller sides. That can be very helpful for Bowser Jr. with killing for Forward Smash, but that's also helpful for Pikachu with that Thunder.
Okay.
And we're kind of seeing a completely different opening here. Nanoir just dictating the advantage state for the whole first part of this game, and Burrs seem like kind of struggling to get in. I think Nanoir's just really running with that momentum of the last game with the complete stock comeback. It's definitely helping him out a lot.
He's not just pushing buttons on the shield either. He's waiting for Burr to make some kind of mistake. Oh, and right when we say that.
SD's at the quick.
Very unfortunate.
Unfortunate, but in times like this, you have to understand. Don't get in your own head about it. He's very close to dying, and at that point, it'll be.
Oh wow, that was that was super bold of Nanoir to go for.
Absolutely, but when you're in a deficit like that, you need to make something happen. It's just going to get these kind of lightning loops, get some % off on Burr, but running back to avoid the nair, run in and gets a grab punish. Very good stuff from Nanoir. Just complete different than the first and second games. I feel like he's definitely a lot more in control of this than he was the last two.
He looks much more comfortable. Much more comfortable.
Absolutely. He's definitely been keeping his composure. You're never out until the screen says defeat.
Yep.
So as long as you can just keep yourself in it, it's very possible. And Burr, in the end, he made the decision to stay Bowser Jr., so he might have to take that L if it comes down to it.
Exactly.
Nanoir has been playing around him very well in this last game.
It looks like he got a full download. Goodness.
But Burr is definitely a player that is very good at adapting. I think if he realizes... ooh.
That was deep and almost killed.
He realizes kind of what's going on, he'll be able to get back into it. But I do have to commend Nanoir for not getting up into any of these F smashes, because I know if that was me, I would have got him into all of them. He's been very patient, especially when on ledge, and I think that's really helping him get these just get back onto the stage without kind of taking anything. And Burr just throwing out the F smash, gonna hit and kill him from across stage.
That's the first one that has actually hit Nanoir too. He, like you said, his patience has been immaculate. He's been sitting in shield too throughout the whole thing, respecting the move completely. And oh wow, I respect that he went out there. Good spacing. Oh wow, floor tilt.
And uses the downer to catch the get up attack. Good stuff on Burr reacting to that, I bet. And this is kind of anyone's game right now. Burr kind of nearing those percents where Thunder will be a problem, but Pikachu, not a light character, can definitely get taken out by a good hit from Bowser Jr.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And what's important for Nanoir right now is to keep that patience that he's had all set. He needs to not overextend, not do anything risky, because that could lose him the game.
Oh,
but
wow.
That down smash gonna hit, not as strong as Pichu's, so not gonna get him out there. But in a situation here where Burr is kind of forced to make the move.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Nanoir is playing around him so well. He's waiting for him to push a button before he does anything. Oh, this is definitely not out of his realm though. Pikachu could definitely die at this percent with a full rage Bowser Jr. Oh! Man,
so this is anyone's game right now. I don't know, does Pikachu have a kill throw?
Up throw, but he should have waited. It's a really late kill throw.
Almost. At this point, it's up to Burr.
And that tech's gonna take it. What a beautiful set. I was not expecting the set to be that good. I really thought Burr was just messing around a little bit, playing the Bowser Jr., but he's serious. Solid. I respect the switch too, because he's trying to get that character better. He's trying to improve it.
For sure.